Hey, my beautiful yappers, it's girl Crystal Hayes. Welcome back to Naturally Anxious. I am in disbelief, guys. I can't believe I got a mic and a pair of headphones. I know before y'all say and before y'all roast me on the comments, I know these headphones kind of look wonky, but to be honest, the audio sounds amazing in here. So I just picture you guys listening to me on Apple Music and Spotify. If you guys didn't know, we are now on there. If you don't want to hold your phone and look at me the whole time, you can now listen to me while you're walking, while you're jogging, while you're heading to the bus, while you're driving. We are now on Apple and Spotify. So, with that said, now let's get into the intro. This villain era is mostly for the people that were always walked on, always gaslit, always thought they were less than other people that made them believe they were less than other people. You're gonna start losing your spark, and when you gain that back being a villain, because people are pinning you as a villain when you finally speak up after years and years of them mentally abusing you, you'll realize that I was never the villain. You were never the victim. You gaslight me to believe that I was always in the wrong and you made me feel crazy, but in reality, they were always the villain. And what they don't want people to realize, people close to them, is that they're evil people and they're so sad in their pathetic lives that they make you believe that you're sad in your life. I also cannot respect somebody that would literally play the victim and would rather me feel crazy and rather me feel like I'm a selfish person, rather make me feel a certain way. That after I had a conversation with somebody is when it sparked, like literally sparked this confidence in this I don't give up about anything, because they didn't like the fact how I told them I didn't want them to do something for me. What? Yeah, exactly how you guys heard it. People do not like when you start showing them themselves in a mirror to reflect back at them. They'll realize that they're the villain. They will realize that they were in the wrong. They would never admit that they're wrong. That's the sad part. You could show them proof. You could show them receipts. You could show them themselves, and they would never admit to themselves that they are the villain. So, with that, I'm saying it's okay to drop them. You're never going to be right in their eyes. You're always going to be this villain. Play it. Whatever. Like, y'all know. Y'all watch Love Island. You know, play the villain. It's the best. So, I feel like this was mostly me yapping, but I truly want to tell you that it's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay for proving people wrong. It's okay for once in a blue moon being petty when people are saying terrible things about you. It's okay to be the villain in their story, because guess what? Eventually those people can't keep up with the lies and people are going to realize that they're terrible people. It's okay. I don't know how many times in my life I was pinned as the villain, and then watching every person that put me as a villain, their life started crumbling and crumbling slowly, and I don't find joy in that. I find how do you say it? It's not joy. I don't find joy in people's sadness. It's like, when somebody has been mentally abusing you and you didn't realize, and when they finally find justice for them treating you the way, and they get their karma. That's what I'm looking for. Their karma. They get their karma bounced from you back to them. When they finally get that karma, it's like, I don't even feel joy. I'm like, damn, that sucks. Like, every evil thing they've done to me has been bounced back. It came to me and bounced right back to them, whoever sends it. I don't know how many friends I've lost in my life thinking, oh my God, I'm definitely the problem. I kept saying, I am the problem, I'm the problem, I'm the problem. And then slowly and slowly, new people pop up and they tell me everything these people are saying, and I'm just like, I'm not the problem. How is it that I haven't talked about you or even looked at your direction or even I don't even follow y'all, and I'm still the same person you guys are talking about? Like, for example, the girl, I had a friend in high school, and mind you, we had a fallout because she wanted to date her stalker, which, first off, red flag. And I was not okay with that. I'm like, girl, you used to go to my house trying to avoid this stalker, and now you're telling me after you got dumped, you're gonna want to date your stalker? Weird. I was like, all right, do you, boo, but I'm not supporting this. And then she was like, you know what? Don't support it. Don't be my friend, whatever. And then that's it. I left her house. She kept her Christmas gift. I kept mine. Actually, no, I gave it back to her. And I moved on. I was like, I'm not staying friends with somebody that's so desperate for a boyfriend that she's willing to date her stalker. Are you kidding me? So I did that. I moved on. She moved on. And slowly but surely, the karma came back to her. Exactly what I said was going to happen happened. It's like, I'm not saying I told you should, so like this is not the concept of the video. I'm saying like basically anything you send to people, like any negative things you're saying about people, any negative energy you're sending to people is coming right back to you. So regardless of that, I heard from so many people that girl was just yammering on saying I'm a fake friend, this and the fourth. And you know what's so funny? Not one girl that she was friends with at that point stayed friends with her because of that reason. So, like, I was not the problem, that story. But yeah, I'm still a villain in her eyes. Another person, I had another friend who would just automatically, anytime I got a new friend, was just like threatened by the new friend and would do anything in her might to like destroy that friendship. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to hang out with my new friend. And, you know, if she feels some type of way about it, she needs to get over it. Like, she can't be the only person that has new friends. Why can't I have new friends? Like, what? You know, like that clean girlfriend vibe. That, first off, she needed mental health. Anyway, she didn't fuck with it. So then one day, my mom forgot that she dropped me off at the new friend's house. And she goes back to my best friend and goes, hey, like, where's my daughter? She goes, oh, your daughter's at this girl's house. You should be careful because your daughter's not as innocent as you think. Said so many things to my mom. And my mom picked me up and she was silent in the car. And I was like, what's wrong? And she was like, oh, she said this and this and the fourth and blah, 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 blah. Mind you, hours ago, before this all happened, I got her favorite pair of shoes. And my mom told me all of this, and I was so upset I started crying. I was like, oh my god, this is somebody I call my best friend. Why is she saying so many lies about me? Mind you, all this stuff that she told my mom was basically everything that she was doing behind her mother's back. Which is kind of like, okay, girl, you just basically outed yourself to my mom. Because you know what? My mom didn't believe anything she said because the timeline didn't add up. Because, mind you, I was a huge homebody. I still am a homebody. But it was a big, like, what the, you know what? Like, you're just basically outing yourself to me. My mom's like, you know, I don't believe it because you're always home. She goes, the only time you leave the house is to go to the park and your brother's always there. So I'm confused with what she even told me. I'm like, Mom. So my mom was like, hey, like, we just bought her her birthday gift, we should automatically still give it to her. I said, no, you know what, I'm gonna keep those boots. And guess what, she complimented those boots, and she didn't know that was her birthday gift until probably now. So remember those boots you wanted? Yeah, I kept them. And another concept, I was still the villain in her story, even though she was the one that did all the stuff. Like, this right here, it's like, I feel like people don't like seeing me happy, and that's the sick part. I don't know if I'm paying the wrong people to be my friends, but that's the sick part. It's like people don't like seeing you happy, and it's just, you need to just live the villain era. Stop chasing after people. Stop texting first. Stop doing all the stuff you did before. Just live your authentic villain era. Because, like, why? Why am I a villain in everybody's story? I could literally drop my whole life and help somebody, and somehow we'll have a little disagreement. I'm the villain. Yeah, she's a terrible friend. Well, I am. Go ahead, say it. I'm a terrible friend. Which is funny because I've been best friends with my best friend since like first grade, and not one complaint. Not one complaint. I've been friends with a lot of people for a lot of years, probably 10 plus years. Not one complaint. And all of a sudden, all you bad people have complaints about me. Just saying. Kind of suspicious. What's another thing I could say? I have so many story times. Oh, this one time, I told my best friend in middle school that I had a crush on somebody. And she was like, oh my God, like, I could totally see you dating him, blah, 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 right? Right. And it's funny now as an adult, but it's like, when I was little, it was like the most dramatic thing. I still have that diary. I should definitely do a podcast where I just talk about my younger self and read everything I wrote in that diary, because I don't care now. She basically went out to my crush and told him, hey, like, she's going around the school saying that she made out with you, blah, 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 blah. And luckily for me, my crush was my very close friend and was like, what? Luckily for me, he just didn't care. And she said that to him, and he went back to me and said, you know, she said this about you. And I said, what? And then after she did that, she was at her locker and said, hey, like, I'm really vibing with your crush. Like, I'm sorry, but is that okay if I talk to him? And I just like tilted my head, like, what? So my crush, aka my friend, said, hey, I know she spread that rumor about you to me. She didn't say anybody. He's like, I didn't hear it from everybody. I heard it from only her. Because, you know, she really didn't click with anybody. Nobody really vibed with her because she was really mean to people. So, luckily for me. But he's like, if you want, we could pretend that we did make out. That way her rumor is not that true. And he did. He told everybody we made out. It wasn't true, but it was really nice of him to do. It just made me like him more. It just made me love him more. You know, I'm joking. But with that, I'm saying it's like nobody likes to see you happy once you're pinned as the villain. Like, you're always going to be a villain. Like, their parents are probably like, why can't you be more like her? And it's, oh, it starts up so much shit. And that's what happened with that girl. Her parents loved me and didn't like how she was acting and started being like, why can't you be more like Crystal? And I was like, no, she doesn't need to be more like me. And I just hated it. Anxiety. Guys, technically, my first kiss is kind of a villain era. Because, okay, so my first kiss was the end of 6th grade during the beginning of summer. No, lies. It was spring break. And I had a crush on my best friend, which is the best friend I was telling you about. And we went to this birthday party, okay? I had a friend, we're going to call her Ari, and I had her sister was named Brianna. So Ari and Brianna were like these close sisters that everybody knew about, and they were my close friends. So they picked me up from my house because we were supposed to walk with my crush and his brother. And we went to this person's birthday party. I was close with her too. And they decided to pick me up. Ari and my crush's brother kind of got along with each other, and I was vibing with it. I was like, hey girl, get your man. And for some odd reason, Ari's little sister was like eyeballing my crush, and I was like, honey, that ain't gonna happen. And I kept peeping her. She kept doing little tricks here and there, and he wasn't vibing with her at all. And I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, because my crush is, I'm not gonna lie to you, as my friend, he's still a flirt. I know he's a flirt, which is weird that he's not flirting with her. And I will admit now, as an adult, that sounds kind of weird, but he was a flirt. Anyways, we were walking and we were about to cross the street, and he has this thing where he flirts with me, where he holds my hand, says, oh, do you need me to cross you? And he holds my hand. In this specific moment, she was gonna hold his arm to cross, and he just pushed her away and said, do you want me to cross you to me? And I held his hand and I just smirked back at her. I was never a petty person at that time, but that right there, shady. Okay, they both knew I had a crush on him, right? Everybody in this group knew I had a crush on him except for him. And he held my hand and he didn't let go. We kept walking to this birthday party and we both sat on the couch and he's like, "Can I lay on you?" And he laid on me. And the whole time he was just like with me the whole time. That girl kept trying, kept trying. The sister kept trying to get with him. Wasn't happening. And he was playing a game on his phone. I kept making him miss. And guess what? This girl said, "Oh, Crystal, can I talk to you?" And I was like, "Okay." And he was like, "Oh, no, don't leave." And I'm like, "I'll be right back." I go, and she's like, "I don't like the fact that I'm trying to get with him and you're not letting me." Mind you, she knew I had a crush on him. Continually kept trying to get with him. So who is in the wrong? Am I the villain or is she the villain? But then went back to her after we had the conversation. I'm like, I have a crush on him. So why are you trying to get with him? And she's like, "Oh, but he doesn't even seem interested." Girl, he is talking to me the whole time. He's paying attention to me. You're mad because he's not paying attention to you. Okay? Okay? I know that I shouldn't be. Look, my whole life has been me being the sidekick in everybody's life or the villain. Or people are just like, "Oh, she blah, blah, blah." It's always been an issue. Everybody always had an issue with me. And I could just like literally, if I told you my whole childhood, I was just on my little MySpace making backgrounds, taking my selfies, going to the park with my best friend, flirting with the skaters. Like, if I could just tell you my life, you'll be like, I don't get the vibe why everybody hates you. But then, like, low key as an adult, I'm just like, it's because I never stooped to their levels to get attention from people. I think that was the problem. I feel like I was just this goofy little clown, quirky little girl that I feel like the girls were just like easily like intimidated by me because I just didn't care. Like, I would literally wear skinny jeans with a hoodie and Converse. Like, I was that girl with a swoop. Like, if I could like add on a picture right now, you guys would be like, and like, I would just flirt my butt off. I think that's the Leo in me. But I think that's what it is. But anyways, back to the story. She literally was confronting me, and I like put her sister to the side. I'm like, "Yo, you and your sister know I have a crush on this kid, right?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Your sister has been trying to get with him this whole time, and I don't like the fact that she put me to the side to like try to talk to me into not liking him because she liked him." And my friend was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, talk to your sister because I don't think that's cool. Like, that's messed up." She starts arguing softly to her sister. She's like, "Are you fat?" She started yelling at her. And the sister was looking at me the whole time like, whatever, like, whatever. So, I get my first kiss. Cool, cool, cool. He's all smiley, blushy, whatever. So am I. And then I get picked up. I got so... And he's like, "Oh my God, don't forget about me." And I was like, "I won't forget about you." And we were texting the whole time. I get home. He calls me from the bathroom saying, "Oh my God, this girl has tried to kiss me." And I said, "Who?" Come to find out, is Brianna. "What do you mean?" And he's like, "Don't worry, I did not kiss her." And I was like, loyalty. Loyalty. You know what I mean? As an adult, I'm like, damn, you loyal. But that's crazy. That even, and then, whoa, after that, after she tried to kiss him, we go to school the next day, like a few days later, okay? This is spring break. We come to school the night. She starts telling everybody that I took her dude. Started telling everybody in our friend group that I apparently took her dude. What? What? Lucky for me that everybody in that group knew I had a crush on him before her. But the audacity, I stopped talking to her after that. Anytime that Ari came over my house, I'm like, "You can't bring your sister." Call me petty, but this bitch was trying to take my dude. Like, what? Anyways, basically what I'm trying to say is that live your authentic self. Be the villain that they're pinning you out to be. If they say, "Hey, like, don't trust her, she's fake," okay, those people weren't meant for you. If you're so fake, those people weren't meant for you. If people truly believe everything that person's saying, let them believe that and move on. Find new people. I sadly had to isolate myself and realize that the people that were not there for me were never truly my friends. The people that were there for me, regardless if I like ghosted because of my own situation, those people that never gave me space. They're like, girl, you'll have your space when you have your space. Now tell me what's wrong, like tell me what's up, like tell me what's new, what do you need help with? Those people never gave up on me, regardless of whatever happened. And those people are still reaching out to me like, hey girl, what's up? There was one friend, and I'm gonna give her a shout out right now. I don't know if she wants me to use her name, but this one girl I met at a party, a house party. I want to say it's a house party. It's an apartment party. I don't know. But it was a big party. There's people from different towns coming to this party. And I briefly met her. I was like, hey, girly pop, blah, blah. And we were talking. We vibed. We were good. Like, she was cool. I was cool. We were cool. And we didn't talk for a couple of years. We randomly reunited. And I kid you not, the whole time last year when I was going through it, she was like checking up on me. It was not we weren't that close for her to be checking up on me. I told her once, hey, like I'm going through this, blah blah blah, and she was like, girl, I'm here for you, like what do you need, like. And mind you, we're not close friends. We met each other like a few years ago at a party, never spoke, and then we reunited and we were, getting to know each other. And she still, no excuses, was like, girly, how's your mental health, how's your husband, blah blah blah. And that's the vibe. Like, you understand that my villain era brought a lot of positive people in my life, took all the negative people out of my life. If that's what it causes you to be a villain, accept it. Be a villain. Was so down in the dumps. Do you understand that being engaged and then you just felt like you didn't, like people weren't celebrating you if it wasn't your family or a very close friend of yours? It felt like people were kind of mad about it. It's like people were mad anytime I felt happy about something. Everybody was angry at me when I wasn't depressed or dealing with my anxiety. It's like everybody, and when I say everybody, I don't mean everybody. I mean like those certain people. It felt like they were never happy for me. And it just broke my heart because it's like I was always cheering for you guys. I was always there for you. I would celebrate anytime I needed to celebrate. I was there for you, supporting you, regardless if it didn't involve money. I was still there for you. I would hear you. I would lend you my shoulder to cry on. And it's just like, were they really your friend if they're not celebrating you? So with that, I'm saying villain era comes with ups and downs. You will lose people in your life, but guess what? You'll gain great people right after you lose those people. The villain era has showed me that don't waste your time being shy. If you are shy, hey, I get it. I've been shy my whole life, and I grew from that villain era. If it wasn't for those people putting me as a villain, I would never have grown in this confident mindset that I have now. Now, looking back at everything I went through outside of this villain era, like, I was just, one day, like, not even joking, I was crying on my couch, going, oh my God, like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong as a friend. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong in life. Why do I feel so down? Why do I feel so dark? And I just, like, every single group chat I was in, I just left it. I like completely left my phone on do not disturb, and I put like certain people could call me, mostly family. And I just like isolated myself. I literally was like, I just need a break from everything. Even social media, I was not even posting. I was like, I just need this break. I need to figure out what I'm going to do. Because there's a lot of downs and I needed to go up. I need to be positive. And then, and then I said, you know what? You know what that means? Okay. That's what I'm basically telling you. You might not be a villain by choice, but in somebody else's story, you are the villain. Okay? Maybe you looked at somebody the wrong way. Maybe you finally stood up to your so-called friends who always push you down. You might have stood up to like certain family members that didn't, always respect you. You maybe one of your coworkers, you just rubbed them the wrong way, or you told them how it was and they didn't like it. Okay? So like being in your villain era doesn't really mean that you're a villain. Like, I'm not calling you an evil person. It's just in general, people will pin you as the villain. Sorry to tell you that. And if you're probably like, oh my god, this is like crazy. Like now you're thinking like, who am I a villain in their story? So why I picked this topic was because in every single video on my TikTok, on my YouTube, I've been seeing nothing but now I'm entering my villain era. And then it's like girls getting a glow up, doing their hair, doing their nails, like getting this whole makeover. Like, let me paint you guys a picture of how anybody could just pin you as a villain for some Delulu fantasy that they have in their head. I once had this friend. We're gonna call her Amy. Amy and I like grew apart because and like also had a fallout because Amy loved to just like out everybody's secrets out here and just not have any, like, she'll have a crush on a girl and like automatically tell her everything. It's like, girly, she's not even that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Like, you're willing to like tell my secrets to some girl you just met? Like, that's crazy. Like, there's no loyalty there. But Amy just loved to do that. You know what I mean? Like, any girl just be like, oh, do you want to hear a secret about my girl Crystal? Like, that's so crazy to me now thinking about it, because like I gave that girl so many opportunities to like face herself as a human, but she just never like grasped that. Like, you shouldn't be out here telling everybody secret. Like, this girl would literally sit with me and be like, oh, do you want to hear about this girl? I'm like, no. Like, you're not supposed to be out here telling everybody secrets, girly pop. Like, I'm here for the gossip and the drama, but like, oh my god, not somebody's secret. Like, don't tell me that. I literally, after she told me, I was like, I didn't need to know that. Anyways, Amy just loved telling my secrets to people. This one day I had a huge fallout with one of my friends. We're gonna call her Heather. I was not a big fan of the people Heather dated. I just wasn't a big fan. And I know, like, I'm just one of those friends that you can never be Delulu with. If you need a Delulu friend, like, I can't be that for you, Gully Pop. Like, I feel like, I don't know if like marriage matured me, but like in my early 20s, like, and high school, I just accepted my girly pops like delusions. But this specific day, this is how I know I started maturing. So Heather was into this guy, okay? This guy wasn't there for her. He was there for the milk and cookies, if you know what I mean. And like, honestly, like, Heather just, like, I kept telling her, I'm like, you need to stop listening to your new friends because they just are here for the tea. They're not here to like be here as a friend. They want the tea. That's why they keep pushing you to do weird stuff. Like, listen to me. I've been your friend since day one, since freshman year. You just met these girls. Oh, like, and then she started pulling out, oh, you're jealous of me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, girl, I don't know what to tell you. And this is, mind you, this is me sitting in her dining room as I'm giving her a Christmas gift with a handwritten note saying how much I adore our friendship. And me holding the gift I was about to give her, I just gave it to her. It was literally like this sweater that she really wanted with a handwritten note saying how much I adored our friendship. And she literally was like, you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, and this forth. And I was just like, you know what, honestly, like, I just have been sitting here taking all of like your negative energy, and I just need to like leave all this. Like, why am I still here? You know what I mean? Like, you clearly don't validate our friendship the way that I do. So why am I still here? So she started yelling so many terrible things to me. I literally got up and said, okay, like, have fun in your life. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you feel like you want to reconnect, just like We can sit and talk about it, but right now I feel like you're overwhelmed. I gotta go. And I just left. Because, like, honestly, like, why am I still here? And, like, after that, she was, like, telling everybody, like, don't be friends with her. Like, she said this about you. Don't be friends with her because blah, blah, blah. Don't be friends. But if you guys knew truly what the situation was, you guys would see that I wasn't even the villain in this. It was basically she was trying to get with this guy that just wasn't healthy for her. I know for a fact this man wasn't healthy for her because we both personally knew this person. I knew this person wasn't healthy for her because he has left her on dates, in the middle of nowhere before. Like, I know this person isn't healthy for her. But at that point, I was just like, what am I really fighting for? Because you're afraid that I'm not a yes man, like the rest of your friends? Like, so I just dropped that friendship. But, like, all the stuff she said, even till now, mind you, this is like, oh my god, way past 10 years of, like, BS being spread about me by that person. It's crazy. Like, to hold on to that anger is nuts. Like, I literally have had fallouts with people, and I still appreciate if they DM me. Like, being pinned as the villain in somebody's stories when they literally don't even have a cause to pin you as a villain, when they've been the villain the whole time, is crazy. I feel like y'all really live in this Delulu mindset. Like, it's really crazy. Like, I'm gonna set an example. I had 2 fallouts, okay? Separate times. One fallout was basically just like some petty stuff. All my fallouts were about petty stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you. And both of these girls have reached out going, I'm so happy for you. I just heard you're married, blah, blah, blah. Or, hey, I really like your podcast and blah, blah. And I truly appreciate it. I say thank you. And I have deep conversations with these people because, like, you're going out of your way to reach out to me, to, like, give me my flowers and to celebrate me. Why wouldn't I give you the time of day? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do that. So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, certain people do mature. It's just crazy, truly, because, like, why am I being pinned as a villain when, like, all I'm trying to show you is the real, like, not behind some, like these blurred out glasses that you're seeing this man to be, like, this great person. Like, I'm the type of friend that I will tell you the truth that I don't like somebody. Like, not just for stupid reasons. If I hear, like, this person, like, is saying this about you, or if this person treat you a certain way, or this person seems to act different when they're around other people, like, I will tell you that. I'm like, I'm sorry, but the weird part about that is that I would see it bad in people for other people, but for me, I would not see it. So really, like, Crystal Pop, like, I would see it for other people, but for me, never, never. I would never see it for me. But yeah, like, for me, I feel like even when people say things about you or pin you to be this, again, villain, you just have to own it. Own it. Like, honestly, own it. Like, I've been, it took me a while to own it. You know what I mean? Because I, for the longest time, was trying to prove to people that I'm not this person. I can show you the proof. Blah, blah, and start, like, stressing about it and causing myself stress to, like, please other people and be like, hey, can we just have a sit down conversation? I need to prove to you that I'm not this evil person, blah, blah. And it's just an ongoing wasting of my energy. Like, I need to prove that I'm not this person. Like, literally, I just don't even imagine what my best friends have gone through with me repeating the same thing over and over. Of me being like, I'm not the villain. They need to stop pinning me up the villain. You don't understand that I'm not the villain. I just needed to accept it. I just needed to accept them, like, letting me be the villain. So, like, shout out to my best friends. Like, honestly, I don't know how you did that. I don't understand how you guys put up with that for so many years. Like, how? Like, I'm sitting here thinking about, like, how many, like, years I've spent, like, stressing over drama about, like, trying to prove to people that I'm not the villain. Like, stop questioning my character. Like, why did I waste so much time when I could have been enjoying that time just, like, enjoying life? Truly. But when you are this person in somebody's story, you, one, have to stop trying to like fix it. You have to stop try like twist the narrative back to try to prove to people you're not this person. Like, you know how much time you're wasting? Like, eventually people will notice that you are no, like, you're not the villain in the story. People themselves, if they're matured and people will rather hear both sides before putting their 2 cents in, like, those are the people you need. I sadly, it took me forever to realize that. I feel like even if you pull up with receipts, okay, let's picture it just like how Janae did it at the Love Island reunion season 6. I feel like even if you came out with a stack of papers with pictures, with like receipts, I feel like if a follower to the person who is spreading these rumors about you, putting you out to be this villain, I feel like if they truly believe them without hearing your side, they're just followers. They are here for the gossip. That's the sad part. They're here for the drama and the gossip. They want to know what's going to make me crash out. The sad part is that you're just going to have to live in the world where you're going to eventually be somebody's villain, even if you just never encountered this person. You never had a conversation with this person. This person clearly doesn't know you, and somehow they'll be like, I hate them. I just don't like how they are. I hate them. Just because of one person's comment. It is truly, 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 truly sad that this is the world we live in. Where regardless of what receipts and what proof and like what you say, these people are always gonna say, I don't like her. She's fake. She's this and this forth. Like, for example, y'all guys, if you have been here since this was called Real Chat, you guys know what I've been through with certain people, certain guys. Like, I could just be like, well, this is a beautiful day. Let me just do this and the fourth and mind my business and just post me walking on social media. Somebody in this world would be like, ugh, like, she's so fake. Like, she needs to be on social media just to validate her life. Like, ooh, she needs proof of it. That's so whack. She's boring. And mind you, in my head, I'm like, I'm keeping track of my day. Woo! This is so fun. This one time I reconnected with an old friend. Okay, let's call her Amy. Amy and I were very close friends in like the end of high school, okay? And Amy was mutual friends with this one girl I was very, very close to. We're gonna call her Heather. So Heather had this tendency to like talk down to me when other people are around just to seem interesting to other people. And you might be saying, girl, how is this girl close to you? Sadly, your girl Crystal didn't know about boundaries until after her wedding. I know, I'm embarrassed too. I'm embarrassed that I didn't develop my I didn't develop the way that all of you did. I feel like when you have some type of trauma when it comes to friendships, I feel like you just don't notice red flags anymore. I know y'all are judging me. Okay, I understand. I should have known better. Okay, now let's go back to the story. Jeez. Truly, this girl just loved putting me down in front of people, especially men. This girl loved her men and attention, okay? So anyways, we were heading to my friend. We're going to call him Luke. We were heading to Luke's house, okay? And Luke brought a friend. We're going to call him Grayson. So Grayson and Luke were like, oh my God, let's head to Luke's house. And Heather was like, oh my God, can I come? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Come with us. The whole time we were walking to Luke's house, this girl was nothing but like making jokes about me. And it just truly made me sad because I consider this girl a best friend. Like, I'm like, wow, you really love men attention. Like, you love getting like, she loves the attention of a man. And it's like, damn. Like, truly, that sucks. But me seeing her in that light just proved to me that that girl was never my friend. Like, truly just proved it to me. I was just like, okay, like, if this is how you're acting with Luke, I just imagine what you're saying behind my back. Like, if you're comfortable being that vulgar towards me, I just imagine what you're saying behind my back. And the reason I brought this up is because Amy comes in the story later on after me and Heather stop being friends. So I pick up Amy to go to another friend's house. And on our way there, Amy tells me, hey, I just recently caught up with Heather. And when I caught up with Heather, the first thing she brought up was you. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? And she goes, yeah, like randomly she just brought up your name. I didn't even bring it up. And I was like, okay, like what did she say? Oh, that you're two-faced and blah blah blah. And I was just like, why? Because I told her this and this was not a good idea and that you should not be acting like that in front of other people. And she goes, no, what she told me is that you would talk about me and other people to her. I mean, first off, you and I were not even friends. Two, I am the type of person that will say something behind your back and say it to your face if you ever ask me to do it. I'm being so serious. I'm not a two-faced person. I would tell you to your face if I'm not cool with you or not. It's just how I was raised, you know what I mean? Like, I would talk my shit, but I would tell you, you know what I mean? That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. Like, honestly, like, what the heck? There's another one. Also in high school. This guy, we're gonna call him Justin. So Justin was a well-known, we're gonna say basketball player. He was a well-known basketball player, and he wasn't, that's not the sport he was good at. But we're gonna say soccer, who cares? He was really good at soccer, and Justin just like was a womanizer. Okay, he truly was a womanizer. But he dated Heather, like in the beginning, like they were very like this. Heather and him were like really close, and they started dating. Like in our first game, like started dating. And mind you, this is me getting to know Heather. Like I didn't know much about her. Okay, so my friend, we're gonna call her JJ. JJ started flirting with Justin, and none of us knew. Like they had a secret little thing going on. One day Heather passed by me as I was talking to Justin and just automatically hated me. Okay? She pinned me as the villain already. Hated me. And we had a mutual person, we're gonna call him Eminem. Eminem literally was like, bro, like I don't get why Heather hates you. And I'm like, dude, honestly, I don't even know. Come to find out, my good friend Hannah found out that apparently I was trying to get with her guy Justin. And mind you, all I was asking him is for the health notes. Apparently I had this whole secret life that she didn't know about. And mind you, it was just for me to get the health notes because I wasn't in school the day that they had this health note day for the next test that was coming in a few days. I was like, I literally looked at her. I was like, what? What? Me asking him for the notes made you think, oh yeah, that's the girl that he's cheating on me with? And I just sat there going, oh my god, I can't believe like she literally thinks this of me. But then I kind of was like, oh, she doesn't know me as a person. Like, I have to like sit down and talk to her. Like, this is not okay. So I sat down with Heather. I'm like, hey, like, what made you think it was me having this whole thing with your man, blah, blah, blah. She goes, oh, because, like, you always seem to pop up every time I'd want to talk to him, so I just assumed it was you. And I was like, it's not, though. It really isn't. Girly pop, I would never do that to you. I'm not that type of girl. And she goes, no, like, I believe you. I'm so sorry, blah, 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 right? We squished the beef, okay? This specific day on a Friday, I'm sitting here, like, me and my friend JJ were like gossiping, blah, blah, this and the fourth, right? And his health class. And this specific guy in my health class, I had the biggest crush on, okay? Let's call him Mickey. Oh my god, I had the biggest crush on Mickey. I was like, oh my god, he's so cute, blah, blah. And my friend JJ, okay? Shout out to my girl JJ. She was the type of friend that like had this delusion that every guy loved her. And I know this sounds terrible, but she literally was the type to like you would tell her you like somebody and in a few seconds later she'd be like, "Oh my god, he has a crush on me." Type girl. You know what I mean? And there's no offense to JJ. I listen, good for her, kudos to her. She's a very confident girly. She's beautiful, like I understand. But on this specific day, they moved JJ away from me because we were yappers. You know, we talked in class. I'm sorry to tell you that, but yes. So she got closer to my friend Heather's boyfriend, and he's flirting with her hardcore. Like I I will validate that this guy had a crush on her. He was like poking her, they were play fighting, all this stuff, and I was like, "Oh no." Like and now I know who my friend was talking about. Oh my god, it's my friend JJ. Like what? And I'm like sitting there like flabbergasted. I was like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? Because like I'm loyal to JJ because I've known her since like sixth grade. But then again, like I don't want this girl to think it's me. Like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? And like I was really close to JJ and I couldn't tell JJ this. I'm like, oh my god, like what should I do? Like I was freaking out. So we were getting partnered up with certain people in the class. Like you couldn't pick your friends; they had to pick somebody for you. And I happened to be with my crush, Makey. And you could tell like I was nervous because I was sweating and I was shaking. And he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yes." I just found out that like my friend is like secretly trying to get with somebody that already has a boyfriend. I'm like freaking out. I don't know why I'm sharing this with my crush, by the way. I feel like I just needed to vent to somebody, and I don't know why I picked my crush to do that. You know what I mean? But I told him this, and he's like, "Okay, honestly, if I was you, if one of my boys did this to me, I would want somebody to tell me. I would want like if I was doing it to somebody else, I would rather you tell me, and then for me not to cause a fight with somebody else because I didn't know that person had a partner." I was like, "Oh my god." Shout out to him because that was really good advice. So I put it upon myself to like go up to Heather. No, not Heather. I went up to JJ and I said, "Hey, JJ, like the guy you're flirting with has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend now thinks it's me flirting with him, and I don't feel comfortable with that. And I need you to tell him like, no, like you have a girlfriend. Like, stop this, guys." Y'all are probably like, "Oh my gosh, you solved the problem." No, I didn't. JJ ended up saying, "Well, that's not my problem," and walked away from me. And I was just heartbroken. I was like, "Are you serious? You really are going to let this girl believe it's me when it's you?" And she just didn't care. She goes, well. And I literally was heartbroken because this is supposed to be somebody I was close to since like sixth grade. She was like my ride or die. You know what I mean? Like, what the heck are you doing to me? Like, you're okay with somebody hating me because it doesn't like that gives you an opportunity to like get it with this guy. Oh my god, like I was just like, guys, like I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was like, please, JJ. And I kept begging, like I'm not even joking, I begged her for like 3 days to stop talking to him, and she just like refused. So Heather just kept thinking it was me. I was just like, no, Heather, promise you it's not me. Even this mutual friend we had in the class was like, "It's not Crystal. Like, I promise you, she's not the type of girl. I've known her since first grade. She would never do that to you." And she just wouldn't believe me. She hated me for a good solid, I'm not gonna even joke, like 2 months. Like, she just didn't believe me. And then eventually, here's the ending to the story. Eventually, like, JJ got caught with Justin at a gas station making out by Heather. And Heather kind of like came up to me and apologized and hugged me and said, "I'm so sorry for like not believing you. I'm so sorry. I would never do that again, blah, blah, blah." But to be honest, my track record with Heather hasn't been great. So obviously we didn't learn from that. Truly. I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, we really didn't learn from it because our friendship was pretty like toxic. So with this, I'm saying like it could be anybody pinned as a villain. Like, I literally picked this topic because like I was like, I don't want anybody to feel like a villain. I don't want people to be like, but I'm not this, blah blah, and like waste all their time trying to prove to people that they're not specific person. I also like being an older cousin, being an aunt, being like somebody's future mom. I never want somebody close to me to feel like, how can I change your mind? How can I do this? Why are you trying to people please and prove to people that this is not your character when you could be enjoying life, being with people that deserve your time, deserve your energy, who are giving you the same energy back? You know what I mean? Like that's how I know I'm maturing. Like there's no revenge in this side. Like I could care less about like certain ex friends because like why am I wasting my time? Like this is not for all my ex friends because I have made amends with multiple of them and I'm very happy of like the life they live now. But but why am I sitting here dwelling on the past? Like the past is the past. For all you know, all those people that you're having this anger towards have all matured. You know what I mean? Like they could have all matured by this time, and you're just like the only one in this like angry mood. Like I'm not the villain. Like honestly, like I'm gonna sit here and tell you all my stories. I'm about to spill the tea. I literally, let's say Kelly and Ryan. Okay, so Kelly and Ryan said something in front of me. Okay, and it was very not nice. Let's just say that they said a couple of things that weren't nice. And I kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody, whatever. But this is the thing. There was another person in the room, okay? And we all go our separate ways. Mind you, this is during lunch. Okay, we all go our separate ways. Everybody minding their business, blah blah. The next day, it's about to be lunchtime, but it's not really lunchtime. I hear that apparently Kelly wants to try to hit me. Yes, you guys heard that right. Kelly was trying to hit me. And then Ryan was like, "Oh my god, like I don't understand why she wants to hit you." Blah 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 blah. This what you guys don't know is that Kelly is the type of person that would try to fight you without knowing all the facts. Okay. But Kelly apparently heard that I said something about her and blah blah blah, this and the fourth. Luckily for me, I had very I'm ready to fight for you type friends. Because I was just like so confused. I wasn't even scared. I was literally confused, going like, okay, what happened between this time and this time? Because yesterday night we were talking on the phone to each other. So what happened between this time and this time that she wants to fight me? That doesn't make any sense. So I had a friend. We're gonna call her Jeannie. Jeannie was down to be somebody's butt for me. Like she just like, you're a sweet girl. I don't understand. I need to find out why she like going off. I saw this girl turn red and just like black out, like wanting like JWoww. Let's call her JWoww. This girl reminds me of JWoww, and I was the sneaky to her JWoww. Okay, this girl was ready to fight for me. You know what I mean? So she grabbed Ryan, like she grabbed Ryan and said, "What did you say?" And he was like, "I don't understand. Why are you guys coming towards me when you have a problem with Kelly?" And I was like, wait, what? Why are we attacking Ryan? She goes, because I have a feeling he's the one that started the rumor, and that's why you and Kelly have a problem right now. I said, no, I don't think Ryan would ever do that. Ha! Come to find out, some guy that was really close friends with me, he said, well, I heard Ryan during class saying, oh, I started a rumor to Kelly, that way she fought Crystal, that way I could have a little entertainment during lunch. My friend Jeannie grabbed him with two hands in their shirt and just tossed him to the to the lockers and said, if I hear Crystal's name coming out of your mouth, you're gonna have a problem with me next time. And then let him go. And I said, oh my god, Jeannie, just let him go, right? Mind you, Kelly still doesn't know about this. Kelly's still trying to beat me up, okay? For some like false news, like false. Everything was fake. Everything was a lie. Like, and I finally caught up to Kelly. Mind you, we have drama club together, and I was like, Kelly, it's not true. And then like Jeannie had to come with me and said, no, it's not true. Like he started the rumor. He wanted you guys to fight as entertainment. And she goes, are you kidding me? And she dropped her bag. She goes, I can't wait. I'm gonna go find him. Sadly, Ryan was at his locker, and Kelly did the same thing as Ginny, grabbed him by the shirt and hit him with the hook. And I was like, oh my god. Like, guys, stop. And he's like, I'm so sorry, started crying, blah, blah. And she goes, this is why you have no friends. It was so bad, guys. But this is what I'm trying to say. It's like anybody could just spit a fake narrative of you and somebody will believe it if they're very immature and small minded. It's sad. It's like that fight wouldn't have happened if Kelly directly came to me and said, did you say this? Because she knows I'm very outspoken. I would tell you if I said something. You know what I mean? Another moment, um, another moment, me and I'm gonna call him Larry. Me and Larry, we've been friends since middle school, okay? We had the smartest prank for April Fool's Day, okay? Me and Larry thought it would be hilarious to like pretend to be a couple. And this is where the villain era came, okay? We pretended to be a couple because everybody kept shipping us together. Oh, you and Larry. Yes, you and Larry, blah, blah. And I just didn't like Larry like that. You know what I mean? Like, Larry, mazel tov to him, but like, he was not my vibe. Like, I consider him like the closest brother to me because he literally was there for all of my heartbreak when it came to guys. Larry was my best friend, and Larry knew that people had this narrative of us. So he's like, oh, it's gonna be funny. Like, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. So we hold hands. We changed each other's contact to babe. We wore each other's stuff. Like, it was this whole thing for, I'm not even joking, a good solid 2 weeks before April Fool's Day. And we had this whole plan where we were gonna like go on the bottom of the stairs and just have this big breakup. Like, oh my god. And it is not my first rodeo with this. I did this in middle school too. I was surprised people didn't catch on to that. But anyways, before we were supposed to break up, I had this friend. Let's call her Diamond. Diamond, it's like she was my friend, but like she was my friend outside of my friend group, if that makes sense, right? So Diamond actually believed that me and Larry were actually together, right? And started like telling people like, like, I don't understand what she sees in him, like he's not cute, all this stuff, like, and she's like, she's so desperate for a boyfriend, like started spitting these like nasty things about me. Mind you, I was friends with this girl for a solid 2 years, and like she was always at my house and everything. Like, this girl was really close to me. And Larry overheard her say this to somebody while he was gonna go in the lunch line to get his lunch. Larry comes back to me and goes, yo, you know your friend Diamond? I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, she's over there talking mess about you. And I said, what? He's like, yeah, like she's literally talking about you in front of everybody to her little group. And I was like, what? So I go into the table, I'm like, excuse me? And she's like, what? I'm like, are you really talking about me across the room? Saying that this kid doesn't like shouldn't be in my life, he's not good looking, all this stuff. Like, what is wrong with you? And then calling me desperate? Are you kidding me? He's like, oh, like I didn't say that. Like, what? Like, why are you spreading lies about me? Larry's like, bro, my bro has you on camera saying this. And she goes, oh no, like, it wasn't even like that. I think you misunderstood, blah, blah. And her friend literally had her on camera talking ish about me. Because he sat right behind her. I literally was like, and then come to find out, like, Diamond had a crush on Larry and I didn't even know. Like, damn, girl. Like, why spread these rumors about me? Be like, girl, like, I had my eye on him. But she never told me that. Like, the crazy. Dude, like, what? So when my podcast used to be called The Real Chat, I used to do these advice or questions, and I don't know why I stopped doing them. I kind of like the vibe of that. So let's continue it. My advice to you guys, my beautiful yappers, is stop dimming your light to, make somebody seem brighter than you. It's like one of the things about people pleasers that we just don't know how to undo. You know what I mean? Like, you would rather dim your light or put yourself to the side to like please somebody else. And I sadly didn't learn that until I was older. And I'm no longer doing that. Something else I want to say is if they already pinned you as the villain, okay? If people think you're this terrible person, you just step back and stop being friends with them. If that's truly how they feel about you, there's no point of you wasting your energy or breath to try to prove that you're not, okay? That like kind of hit home because I had to deal with that at a very old age, and I don't know why I waited so long to stop being friends with certain people. Something else I would like to say is you could just be existing in this world, and somebody who you barely speak to or you've never seen in your life could have this narrative that you're this evil person just by one video, one interaction, or just by you passing by them. They'll be like, oh, did you see what she just did? And just hate you automatically. You just have to live life to the fullest. You just honestly just ignore whatever they said or did and continue doing you. Like, I've been doing that, and to be honest with you guys, I've been great. Okay? When I stopped caring what people thought about me, I feel like they just became very silent. They hate to see me win. I know a lot I know a lot of the people that stopped talking to me that who were very big lurkers who said I wasn't going to do anything with this podcast are like, "Damn, what's going on?" And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, or afternoon. I hope y'all were eating a snack during this because honestly, I don't know how y'all just sit here watching me or listening to me without a snack or a glass of wine. I'm saying this to my 21-year-olds. I'm not saying this to my younger fans, okay? Okay. I'm not saying this to my younger yappers, so please do not drink if you're not 21, okay? Okay. And to my stoners, you know. To my stoners, I hope you were doing what you were doing, okay? There ain't no judging here. Do you, boo-boo. And to my beautiful, supportive, beautiful family, husband, and best friends, I don't know what I would do without you. I feel like with everything I said, I hope you guys understand that, like, regardless of who you are or what you do or who, like, where you come from, somebody's gonna have this narrative that you're this evil person, even though you know you're not this evil person. It's like, oop, I am the villain. Okay, like, it took me a while to realize that it's okay. It's okay not to make everybody love me. It's okay that, like, people some weird way would have this envy attitude towards you. It's like, it's okay. I've accepted it. It's like, if I can't change your mind, then it's okay. I can't change your mind. You're gonna hate me regardless. It's like, well, I guess I am the villain. You know what I mean? It's okay to be the villain. Okay? Because, like, in their mind, they just, the smallest disagreement, the smallest idea of something, they'll just always will have some type of thing to say about you, and you just have to accept it. That's where I'm just going with this. There's been a lot of, moments where I was just like, I need to prove to them that I'm not this person. It's just like, honestly, you're going to waste your breath. So with that said, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this podcast. I hope that this podcast helped you in some way if you're dealing with the same thing. And if it didn't, I'm sorry. I love to yap. No, I'm joking. I truly love every single one of you who are listening. Thank you so much for the support. I know that, hopefully in the future this podcast becomes bigger than it is now. I'm manifesting that. And for all my beautiful yappers who are the villain, I hope you guys have an amazing day, morning, afternoon. Yeah, so with that said, I love you guys. See you next time.